Dog, dog, hating or dog hating, hunting, girlfriend. What should I say about it?
An officer in Appleton, Wisconsin responds to a house for a reported animal abuse and domestic assault. When he
Oh,
arrives, he finds a man and woman arguing in the driveway.
You mind coming
okay.
over here? Is anybody inside? No. Okay. You guys mind just hanging out there for a second for me? You want to come over here and tell me kind of what's going on?
We have been separated for over a year. His dog is pissing all over my house. Devils.
Okay.
Take your dog.
Okay. We're not going to do that. Let's step down here.
No. Why does no?
No, I want to talk to you and get your side. I got another officer here that's going to talk to you.
For what?
What's your first name?
Fuck, that's my first name.
Well, I just want to see what's going on.
He won't take his dog. And it's only my responsibility, but it's the family dog.
Okay.
I said take her right now. I can't. I live in an apartment. Oh, well, then it's just on me?
He lives in an apartment?
Yes.
Okay.
But he's lived in an apartment for over a year now.
Okay. And you've been watching the dog?
I've been solely responsible for his dog. He hasn't paid for food. He's not helping me replace carpets, clean carpet. Take your dog.
Looks like she is the one who is innocent. Wait, see, reveal her true colors. So there is some twist. Let's see.
And he pulls this shit in front
But
of
what she is talking, if you go with her, what she is saying, okay, looks like she in a situation where she needs to take the dog. Yeah, I do understand. When you decided by somebody and then you are the only one who's taking responsibility, and no other one is not even giving her money, and that it is kind of hard to do that. Yeah.
her to be like, oh, well, mommy's gonna get rid of the dog. And you want to talk about weaponizing?
Can we have this conversation without you screaming?
Oh, I'm over it. I'm so over it.
I understand you want him to take the dog. What led things to escalate today?
I told him to take his dog, and his response was, well, you need to have the kids help you clean more around the house. There's nothing to do
What?
to take his dog, and his response was, well, you need to have the kids.
Will you need to have a kids help you clean more around the house? What does it mean?
Help you clean more around the house. Has nothing to do with the dog.
Okay.
So I said, take the dog, take her, put her in her car, and go.
Do you want to have a second come in here and then you'll be able to talk to him? Yeah. So your biggest concern is you're just done watching this dog, right? You want him to take it? Is that
And
what
I'm
I'm
tired
hearing?
of hearing what a fucking piece of shit I am while he does nothing for this damn animal. Nothing.
Okay.
No money for food, nothing. I have to find a babysitter for her if I want to leave. He can go fuck whoever the fuck he wants.
But I mean, she is right. If you have a dog, you can just leave her alone. Leave the dog alone. You know that. You need to take care of the dog. You cannot leave. Uh, there is so many restriction happens. I am the owner of the dog one time, and I seen what happens. You cannot leave a dog. You cannot uh, take your eyes from 1 minute from the side. Literally, this is just it. You need to literally make your time around that dog, so you can manage the dog and your lifestyle also. It is hard.
What's your guys'
And understand, it is not even my dog in the first place. Yep, I'm taking responsibility. Mm-hmm. It is fucking sucks.
relationship since he lives in an apartment?
My entire story is kind of a different because it's my brother's dog. Then he put it to, and then I come to my, and then my mother and father is the one who's riding the dog, and I am the one who's also taking care of the dog. So it's kind of like that. So my brother does not do anything, and then when the dog died because of the virus, it is kind of like a pogo virus. Yeah, we didn't know about it. There's a vaccine we didn't know, and just happens he died. But my brother doesn't take a responsibility of that. It blames of my father that he is the one who did it. My father and mother did everything that they know as they can, yeah, and he blames them that. But beside that, what's more, that he didn't take a responsibility of the dog. He wants other people to take a responsibility for a dog, but he's the one who brought the dog home and then doesn't take a responsibility entire year. Like, what the fuck? I mean, in 1 year it died, but in that entire year, it he'd never taken a dog entirely just responsibility. Literally, he wants other people to take responsibility when I don't even want a dog. I told it I don't want it. Don't board it. You're going to take a responsibility. Then dog poops, dog pees. Yeah, then he wants me to clean that up. Literally, this is just disgusting as hell. You're just a trash. And then he acts like it is not his fault. Like it is just so disgusting, pathetic. You are just a worthless piece of a shit, man.
We share a child?
Okay. The one that's over there?
Yes. But he can say, no, I'm not taking the dog. And I'm like, well, and I don't know where she's going to go. And then I'm the bad guy.
Did you both used to live in this house?
Yes.
Are you married or not?
No, never married. 8 years.
So is this just verbal or you get physical today?
I don't know.
What's that?
Does he look fine?
It's not what I was asking. I was
No,
asking
it did not get physical.
Okay, that's what I was asking. Do you have an ID on you at all? Otherwise, I'll just write down your name.
No, I don't have my ID on me. Who the called you?
Honestly, I'm not sure right now.
Yeah, right.
Your neighbors called you.
Ma'am, what's your name?
I don't have to answer that.
No, we're gonna need your name, so let's just start. I can write it down. You don't have to get your ID.
Can I just go in my house? Am I under arrest?
You're not able to go in your house right now.
Why?
Right now,
Am I under arrest?
you are detained. Right
Why?
now.
I'm detained?
Yes.
For what?
We're investigating this incident.
What?
I can allow to
What
communicate.
incident?
Well, actually, you cannot detain her like that. You don't even have any kind of a. This is just a family discussion. I mean, yes, he is kind of a screaming. I understand that, but one thing about this that people get involved in other people's matter way too much. Yep, this was a family matter, and they brought the police down. That is just not going to work. But beside that, if this is a domestic violence, yeah, I do get police to get involved, but they know they cannot detain her like this. You get called by somebody else behalf that something happened, and they can ask you answer, but they cannot detain. They cannot literally arrest you. They can ask you answer, but you have a right to remain silence.
The reason we were called here.
Because I want him to take his dog?
I don't really know a lot about this matter, how it's work, but how much I understand from knowing, okay, what I'm talking about. Maybe I can be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's why you were called here. Because I'm upset. I want him to take his dog. That's why you're called.
There's a disturbance we're called here for. That's all I know at this point. I'm trying to get more from you.
Yeah, the disturbance is motherfucker won't take his dog.
We need you to calm down so
my
we can
God.
talk through this.
I don't understand dog hating. How she is a dog hating? You're putting somebody else responsible when she does not even want the responsibility of that dog. Yeah, now because it is both of their responsibility. She is doing everything for a year, and you don't even do anything for one extra thing. Of course, she has a reason to get crash out like this. Of course, you cannot disturb other people, but beside that, dog hating. It is just going too far. I don't see anything like dog hating here. It's more of like she is irritated. She has or her own life. She cannot even live her own life because you don't even do anything. Her boyfriend does not even do anything. Her ex-boyfriend does not do anything for that dog that they both bought, by the way. They both are responsible, yeah, and he does not want to take a responsibility. She's taking responsibility, and now this. I don't see any kind of a thing going on, like she's hating a dog or something like that. Why there is a dog hating girlfriend? Literally, I don't get it.
What's your name? Can you have a seat on the curb
It should be a dog hating ex girlfriend.
for me, please?
No.
Right now, we're just trying to get your name so that we can work through this and investigate and figure out what happened. Maybe nothing happened. We don't know that yet.
Get off of me.
No, stop. Stop. Stop.
Can they arrest them? I mean, detain them in like this, or I mean, it's not like they call on her, yeah, like without a, I don't know, because it looks like is you cannot arrest in this kind of a case because he is going her home. I mean, detain if you are detaining someone, you cannot go without anywhere without until police does allow it. But without evidence, yeah, you cannot detain also someone like this. In that case, I can literally say, oh, this person is this and that person going to get detained. That is just like logical fallacy, you know. I mean, in a loophole in the system. In that way, you can call against anybody, and that person going to get detained. You can detain anybody in that case. I mean, I don't understand what is happening, but
My daughter is watching you. No, I'm not.
Go to the ground.
No. Stop. No, you're gonna hurt me. Stop it. Oh, you mother. Get the f off my neck. Get the f off my neck.
Child is here. Would you
Yeah, she'll get off of you, asshole. Oh, shut up. This is what you want.
We're gonna roll you toward me. You're gonna sit up.
it's more about like she is tired of everything. I mean, what is happening in her life? She wants her dog to go and to put that she is the one who's taking. She is taking responsibility. She's just crashing out, and looks like she is reasonable to crash out in this way. Yeah, it's like this. If you hit a dog one time, two time, 10 times, 11 time, that dog's gonna bite. Then don't ask why the fuck dog bited. It is going to bite. You fucking take somebody for a granted again and again, again and again, and this is like just abusing. What I see, you abuse that person again and again, again and again, mentally abuse them again, again, again and again. She's gonna crash out. This just like are natural to me. What do you think? Humans are some perfect that humans should not going to crash out? You should not do that. I understand you should not do crash out this kind of a thing, but here's the thing: you should act natural. You should act understandable, reasonably, but understand how long you can. People who are in the age who cross their limits not going to listen. They are done. They are going to crash out. That is just a normal as a human. If you're going to say it is a bad, maybe it is a bad, but crashing out is the only way you can get let your this is just a normal, just like that. If you if somebody trying to kill you, you're going to save yourself killing that person. Yeah, this is the same thing. If you're going to if somebody is trying to abuse you from mentally, yeah, then you're going to crash out. This is what I'm seeing right now here. And this is just a normal, this is just natural. It's a part of the nature. Literally, I don't see any kind of problem. Yeah. Maybe in the end I will see something that turns the table down, but right now what I seeing, I don't see it is her fault. She's just crashing out, that's all. And if you say crashing out is a bad thing, you don't know what happens when you are in the air. You will going to crash out the hill if somebody will torture you for the for so long. Literally.
stand up?
Stop. I can walk.
And they say, oh, you cannot do that, it is a bad thing to do it, but they can abuse you however they want, but if you do it, then you are the wrong.
What the f?
But of course you need to be, but saying that you need to be understandable, you need to be reasonable, it's not going to help. They are already in the age, they're going to crash out. It's just how psychology work. If you don't know, literally, this is just a natural thing. If you want nature to go away, it cannot go away.
Am I under arrest for?
Still being detained at the moment.
And if you want them to not to be like that, then don't abuse them.
You're gonna have a seat in the squad.
Do you want to stand by with Lottie? Kind of tell me what happened today?
You're gonna have a seat in the squad.
Do you want to stand by with Lottie? Kind of tell me what happened today?
So I was at work, got out at 3, and I came over here because it
And
would
then
be my
mommy
night.
was trying to make the
Hold on.
dog go out in the street.
Yeah.
I came over here because it would be my night to have her, and she has recently said stuff about wanting to get rid of the dog. Today, places aren't open. You can't make any calls. I told her I will call tomorrow. Inside, she was saying something about, I can't take this anymore. There's piss and shit everywhere.
Please, I have to get my son.
Didn't you want Raptor? Yeah, I got one.
I'm on the way.
What the is going on?
You're getting wrapped.
What?
You're getting put in a wrap.
What's that?
You're being further restrained
Why?
because you're kicking the window and you almost broke the window.
Oh. Just compromise. What compromise? I'm talking about just cooperate. You are making this worse. You know you are in the bad situation. Try to fight against it. Even I understand. Maybe you are right. Yeah, but r- going against police in this case is not going to help. Understand that. Sometimes you need to cooperate if you want to win the battle. Literally, the
I have to get my son.
No way on your stomach first, then, or what?
There's a hurting me. You kneeled on my head.
We're gonna have you lay down on your stomach.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate
you know, to win a war, sometimes you need to lose some fights also. So he needs to do that, but it's not like everybody is going to be like me who thinks of the future and predict every possibility that ever existed, yeah, that can exist, and then make a decision on that, and then make a plan, then make a strategy, then make a backup plan, and then understand, then make a backup plan of the backup plan and backup plans, and then make a calculated risks, yeah, and calculated risks it I take, and sometimes I take a risk that I know it is calculated but also risky in the same time, and the last result is only a risk. There is no calculated risk, only a risk for the last resort. Yep. And then what I do, I also thought what kind of mistake I can do. So I was like, okay, if I do this, what I'm gonna do it. Then I'm adaptive, I'm flexible, I make tactical decision. Most of the time I think faster. I train myself like that. It's not like I'm naturally born like that. No, it's not natural. I train myself. It taken a fucking years to train myself in that way. How much energy I put. Do you understand? For a years, I put so much energy, so much brain. My brain gets overwhelming. I get tired out. Sometimes I don't even able to sleep because of that. But it works out.
you.
Like I'm programming my brain into the way that I know it's going to help me, and it's fucking work. I don't need to think anymore most of the time because it just subconsciously I think like I already know what kind of possibility exists. Like subconsciously, it becomes so much natural for me, like a second nature. Just like you breathe, I think possibility. Yep, make plans.
We're gonna adjust cuffs. Just stay cooperative here.
This is so stupid. You're cutting off my circulation and I can't even feel my thumb. Oh, okay, I'm fine. So are you.
Yes, I'm fine, thank you. Yeah.
Ridiculous. Ow!
I never seen anyone getting fully restrained like this. I mean, I seen people getting handcuffed. I seen people putting marks. Yeah, like that kind of marks that you cannot sleep like sleep. Yeah, and then there is a leg cuffs where like a foot cuffs where you restrain their foot. But this is just full all in one.
What is her name?
Jacqueline?
So during the argument today with the dog, did she hit you at all?
She didn't hit. She was coming at me.
Did she push you? Anything like that?
I mean, she got right up to me.
Okay, she get right up to you. It doesn't mean that she try to hurt you. Yeah, I mean, in argument, okay, that now you if you're going to take it like, oh, she is trying to. If you are having argument, don't you also entirely like that, do it. This is just a normal thing. Just think of it like this. You can think killing someone doesn't mean you are a criminal now. Literally, it is the same thing. Just because your body language is saying that you're going to pay, it does not mean you're literally gonna do that. It's just you're trying to show your dominance on there. Yeah. It's just a naturally. But yeah, this is a fucking Dragon Ball. What you are becoming Super Saiyan 3?
Adult female on board, so CJ.
Has anything happened like this in the past?
Yeah, she came to my apartment and yeah, with her right there. And that was because I started talking to another female while she's engaged to another guy.
So that does not make sense. One thing you are saying because of that. How do I trust? I don't trust both of them. First of all, okay. Neither do I trust her story. Neither do I trust his story right now. If you going to trust his story, okay, without a proof, then you also need to trust her story also. You need to understand that. You cannot just be a bias and just take one side. Yeah. Either either accept both story or either not going to accept both story.
How long ago was this?
A year ago?
Okay, see here, her daughter is also there. She is also saying, yeah, uh, there is domestic violence going on.
Where is she?
Jacqueline in the back.
What's her?
There is domestic violence.
You'd have to ask her. Physically resisting and verbally not happy.
Today, did you feel like she was going to attempt to hurt you in any way?
I don't know. When she gets mad, she loses it. I wasn't going to take any chances. I kept backing up and saying,
But here's the thing. Okay, I understand she lost it, and when people lose it, they can be extremely dangerous. I understand that. But why she lost it? That is a problem. Don't ask a question that, oh, she lost it, that's why she's a criminal, that and that. Why she lost it? That is a problem. For what reason she lost it? This is not saying that she lost it, she's a criminal, is not going to solve the problem here. You have to understand why she lost it. Try to find the answer of that and then work on that this kind of incident does not happen again. Just be like, oh, this is a criminal, let's give this person a punishment and she will change. No, it doesn't going to work. Literally, man.
just stay away from her. Her stuff. And
Wait, what?
away from her.
He tried to putting the dog in this
Her
car,
stuff. And
but he can't.
have dogs and cats.
Okay, I understand. But does it mean that she have a okay? She is taking care of the dog for a long time. Does it mean that she needs to entirely be responsible to get a dog? And in that case, just because you cannot have a just because you live in an apartment, this is just a forcefully you are making someone to do something that she doesn't even want. And not just that, you are not even trying to give you are not even supporting her in any way to take care of that dog. Explain me that. Don't just say that you cannot have it. Okay, you cannot have it, but she said, yeah, okay, you cannot have it, but see, you don't even help her to take care of the dog. Literally, man. Explain me that thing. You know, people is like, you heard this title and then you go backward, you see things and you ignore, and then you go backward, try to fit your this thing. Oh, girlfriend is bad, I don't care about what is the video, I'm going to put everything in a bad way that this girl looks bad. It is like a information bias. Literally, the first information bias. That is what happens most of the time. You see somebody says something, and every time you see something like this, you make it like backward, like, yeah, it is going to be bad, it is going to be bad, it is going to be bad. It's like this. You don't want to even consider that maybe this video, uh, the entire the entire thing is maybe you're just a lying. Maybe the other side is wrong. That also can be happen. Maybe the both side is wrong. I can say the man is a fucking wrong here, not taking responsibility of her dog. Okay. And second, she should not have a crash. She crashed out is valid, but you need to understand that is not going to help you understand that. Okay. But her boyfriend is not, her ex-boyfriend is not some good man. You need to understand that he's the one who's getting it. He's the one abusing her, and not taking responsibility of the thing that he needs to, and he's the one who's getting consequences now. Literally, man, this is just stupid. They both are in he's the fault. What happening is with her right now. What's she become? Do you understand that? His boyfriend is the responsibility of what she is right now, what situation she is in. She crashed out, she is behaving like this. Her mind is not working properly because she is frustrated, she is stressed out because of him. And you are going to ignore it. Why? Because you don't care about it. You just care about who did it. You don't care about why this person even did it. Literally, nobody cares about that. And then people will make this kind of a title that it is a girlfriend fault. Nice, dog hating. You literally care about animals. When did you care about animals? You care about animals. Fucking don't care. Don't tell me. You kill animals every year to eat them, and then somehow dog is the only animal that you care about. Nice. I'm like, shut the hell up, literally, man.
Stand up. Her boyfriend's either going to
I mean, I understand domestic violence and that, and she did the domestic violence and animal abuse. We cannot ignore that, yeah. But I was like, do people even care about it? It is all about just what you consider. Like, you don't care about when somebody builds an animal, that wild animal, do you? Now that is not domestic violence. When somebody kills an animal, to when you eat animal while killing them, that is not domestic violence somehow. I was like, nice. That is just a relevant freedom, relevant laws. What you consider okay, that is okay. Then what is considered bad is a bad. Then you call about morality and ethics. I'm like, yeah, people are fucking idiots in this world, mostly.
beat my ass or kill me. I know that because now that she's arrested, he's going
But
to.
of course, you cannot just go and do domestic violence and animal abuse, because if you start doing it, it cause a problem and it destroys the civilization. Also, not because of it is a bad and wrong, because it has a consequences of, and this the consequence creates an action, and action it has a consequence. It's a repetitive cycle, and it creates a destructive future. Do you understand that?
Find out he will come after me. I guarantee it.
Okay. Who is her boyfriend?
His name is Tyrell.
Okay, what did
Boyfriend's
you
either
say?
going to beat my ass or kill me. I know.
What do you say?
All right, Jacqueline, ready to stand up?
Her boyfriend's either going to beat my ass or kill me. I know that because now that she's arrested, he's going to find out he will come after me. I guarantee it.
Okay. Who is her boyfriend?
His name is Tyrell. He lives in Mississippi. He's a truck driver. He has made threats towards me already.
Because one time he was on a call with Mom and Tyler
So I got that to look for.
Okay, I understand he threatened you and that, but why? Why he threatened you? Can you explain me? Huh? Don't you? I mean, it can be in a way that maybe you are the one who's doing harassing her in a lot of ways. That also can be happen mentally. Yeah, that's why he's threatening you not to do this kind of a thing and take a responsibility for your dog. That can also be happen. Can you tell me threatening you for what reason? Why he is trying to threaten you for what and how? You just say those things. I can tell that, oh, you are a PDF file. You all are PDF file. Entire world is a PDF file. Let's go with that. How can you explain now? Now, in that way, you all should go in a jail. You all are trash in that case. Literally, man. Tell me why. That is the thing. Nobody asks a reason. Everybody just thinks like, oh, he said it, he is right. We already see a title. Yeah, we already see a title, so we make a decision. Yeah, God is always going to be right, wrong. We didn't even see a video and start and listen to her words. Yeah, and what he think, and then we make, oh, man is going to be right. See, the God is going to be wrong. Yeah, that is how it's going to be. We already make a perception here. Literally, already make a decision here, and we are biased in that, and whatever he says is going to be right, even if he gives a reason or not. At least she gives a reason why she is doing this. Literally, she at least looks reasonable than reasonable why she is catching out. That makes sense. You saying her boyfriend threatened you, maybe he threatened you, and you should not threaten somebody like that, but why? Can you explain me that?
Huh?
Does he even know where you live?
Yeah, because mom has brought him there to pick you up.
Go ahead, walk forward.
Hello, Jacqueline. Domestic DC and obstruction.
And then I'm assuming you'll be taking the dog at this point. I understand that you can't have.
Of course, it also means that you cannot just do a domestic violence or abuse just because your life is a set. You cannot do that. Yeah, you cannot hurt other people just because your life you are going in a bad phase. You cannot have. You don't have a right of that. That is disgusting as hell. Also, that. Yep.
Not allowed to have a dog in my house.
What is the dog's name?
Gertie.
I'm not sure if this is something that we can work out, but what we can do is we can have one of our community service officers come down and they can take Gertie. Like I said, I'm not sure exactly how we would be able to work it out, but basically they would be able to take it to a shelter. I don't think that means it would be placed for adoption. You would be getting rid of it. I don't think it means any of that. That's something that I would have to check on.
I'm gonna have to get rid of the dog because I can't afford an apartment or house that lets me have a dog. I know Saving Paws is one of the no-kill shelters in the area. That was where I was going to call and see if I could bring the dog tomorrow.
Do you want me to see if I can get one of our CSOs down here to?
But here's the thing. Okay, I understand your situation. I do understand your situation, that why you cannot have a dog, but that is your own problem. Why she would care about your problem and you should not care about her problem? She also have a problem, but she is still taking care of her dog. Do you understand that? She is able to take care of her dog, but she now does not want. She even still, okay, see, you don't want a dog. At least provide something for her dog so she can at least at least take a responsibility in her dog in some other way, like providing a money or something like that, or food. Yeah, you don't even do that. Maybe you are don't have a money, understandable, but why she should be forced to take care of her dog that you both have a responsibility for, huh? You get separated now. She is the only one responsibility for to take care of a dog, and then you call her a dog hating. This is not a dog hating. Literally, they both decided to have a dog. Not one decided, not her girlfriend decided, and now you don't want to take a responsibility. Nice. And when she doesn't want to take a responsibility, now she's a dog hating. Wow, she at least find a way to take care of her dog. Now you can't even find a way. Why she should care about your problem when you don't care about her problems? Literally, man. Your problem is your problem. Don't bring your problem on and say I can do this. Find a way to do it. People can't be understandable. But it does not mean you can run away from your responsibility. Literally.
Take the dog basically so you don't have to worry about.
For 1 year, you don't even able to find any way. There's a lot of a way. I can think of a lot of a way to take care of our dogs, literally. And you can do one thing. Wow, what a nice way of living. Literally.
That's an option.
Yeah. Basically, it's not going to be up for adoption or anything. Yeah. It's essentially safekeeping. Yeah. Is that a thing?
Yeah, sounds good.
So
They both are stressed. Literally. One got in emotional crash out. I understand why she did it. And because of that, she start thinking that she can hurt other. That is a stupid behavior. Second, that is a crime. That is a stupid thing to do. Don't do it. Second, you cannot do that. That is stupid. Okay. And second, her boyfriend is also retarded. Literally trying to say, "Oh, I have a problem. That's why I can do it. So you should be forced to take a responsibility." What kind of a disgusting thing is that? You're just a trash. as hell. You both are fucking fucked up in a way. One is taking a because one life is fucked up, so she thinks that she can do whatever she wants. You cannot. And one thinks because her life is set right now, so he cannot take a responsibility of things. No, you cannot. Just because your life sucks doesn't mean you should not take a responsibility of things that you have already you decide to take a responsibility on, and then put other people responsible for that entirely. You cannot do that. You both are disgusting as hell.
Well, depending on when you guys get is $20 a day with the dog at
This is not just her girlfriend fault. This is both of their stupidity right now.
FHA. It's in good hands, though. They're not going to send it away or anything like that. They'll just keep it there. I'll notify them on the note that you guys will pick it up when you can, okay?
About a month later, Tyrell, the woman's boyfriend who has allegedly threatened her ex-boyfriend multiple times, arrives in town and calls one of the officers that was present that day to their house, and he is not happy.
Mr. What can I do for you?
Bro, I'm a little upset.
What's going on?
All these other charges that's
You know, this has already been 18 minutes. I don't see anything or hear anything that proves that, yeah, it is entirely a girl's fault, a girl's that her ex-girlfriend fault, that is that she is being unreasonable, or she is lying or something. Just see, when we see the domestic violence she is doing abuse, I acknowledge that, and that is wrong. You cannot do that. I already say, but why she did it and everything that I say, it doesn't look like that she is being unreasonable, does it? Literally. And you're just going to blame entirely on her, not even going to consider that it is also her boyfriend fault that what is happening here. No, it is not her, it's his fault, by the way, because he's in a bad situation, by the way. That's why he can take a responsibility. Then why the fuck did you even take a fucking dog responsibility, you idiot?
been brought up on her and domestic abuse charges that's been brought up on her. Now, is this the DA coming up with this?
So this is basically an affidavit that has come from the DA's office. So
Here's the thing, I'm not trying to support her girlfriend. I'm not trying to support his boyfriend or anyone. I'm trying to be logical here, understand and reasonable. And what I understand, the girl fault is to being a domestic violent, being a domestic violent, and being a animal abuse. Well, that is wrong. You cannot do it because she is doing it because she is crashing out. Yeah, and she thinks this is okay to do it. No, you cannot do it. Just because you are crashing out, you are mentally getting abused and that and that. I understand. I think it is bad, and you should not getting on that kind of situation. But because of because something's bad happening in your life doesn't mean you can do bad things with other people. Do you understand that? You can. It doesn't mean that you can do anything you want. Yeah. And about his ex-boyfriend, I think that you cannot. Just because your life sucks right now and you cannot take responsibility does not mean that you can run away from your responsibility and don't able to provide or do something about that. You cannot just say, oh, I can do it, that's why I don't able to take a responsibility. Now you cannot say that. You are the one who take this responsibility. Now you need to take responsibility. You cannot just run away from it, making excuses. This is an excuse and try to justify your position that I cannot take a responsibility. You are just a fucking trash. And about his boyfriend, he you cannot just threaten somebody without even if there's a reason. You cannot just do that. Literally, you can uh you can argue in a nice faith argument, but if that person is not arguing a nice faith argument, then you can find a solution. If you threaten somebody, then everybody start threatening, and threatening becomes what it escalates and it becomes a crime. You cannot do that. Also, man.
So this ain't y'all's words.
This is essentially our report with some changes. So this is basically the combination of my report and Officer Lottie's report.
All right, but like I said, well, you know, you took her to the ground. You
Like, you cannot think okay about him. You cannot think that you can do whatever you want and you don't going to face the consequences. Literally.
didn't lose your balance and fall on her. You did take her to the ground. But what's this other right here? The abuse charges, domestic abuse that was added by the.
Okay, domestic abuse and dog and animal abuse. Where is the proof that it happened? Because her daughter said that she is trying to put a dog into a car. Is that a domestic abuse? In which way? I just don't know. Is that considered domestic abuse? I don't know. Maybe, sorry, the animal you. Maybe domestic abuse, beating her ex-husband, yeah, can be, but what kind of a beating is that? Like with pillow or something, that is a domestic abuse? I don't know. Literally, I need a proof to even know that, or some kind of a evidence, or some kind of a eyewitness, her daughter said it, but what kind of a beating? Because there is a different kind of a domestic abuse also exist. Maybe let's say she did the domestic abuse, but what about your that because she is wrong here does not means what you did is also right. Yeah, her ex-boyfriend I'm talking about. Literally, you running away from your responsibility and making excuses and justifying your actions, yeah, does not means you are right because she does the domestic abuse. She is wrong and you are also wrong. You will always do this. Oh, okay, I am wrong, but you are also wrong. Yeah, so it makes me right. No, that person is also wrong, and you are also fucking wrong. Does not mean that you can do whatever you want. It's like this saying, oh, that person is PDF file, so I can also be a PDF file, man. Is that some kind of a logic? What kind of a logic we are talking about here? Do you understand that?
Yeah, both parties, everybody clearly said that nobody hit each other.
Right. So there doesn't have to be any physical contact for there to be a domestic violence charge. So domestic violence is an enhancer to a charge.
Explain to me what the crime was.
That would be disorderly conduct.
Wait a minute. Then what is domestic violence is in that case? Like going against like going on in your face to face is domestic violence, huh? Literally, that you consider domestic violence? Now that is just a lame excuse to make a domestic violence. I mean, I understand what you're trying to say, but literally, it's just like logic of fallacy right now for me. Because domestic violence is to physically interact with someone. That is the what domestic violence literally is. And what he said is that
There doesn't have to be any physical contact.
it does not make sense. It is supposed to be physical interaction. That is what a domestic violence is. Yeah, threatening is also a crime, and that is a different thing. Yeah,
For there to be a domestic violence charge. So domestic violence is an enhancer to a charge.
enhancer in the charge. Ah, I get it. But in that way, you can already put that. Literally, but it's like saying that, oh, you didn't did it, but I am going to enhance on it, so you're going to get a charge or be a guilty on something that you didn't even did it. Like that is just stupid. uh you can put that in a past he did domestic violence, you can use that case, but what?
Explain to me what the crime was.
That would be disorderly conduct. So right here,
The
where
disorderly conduct, we can go with that, yeah. Disorderly conduct, disturbing the mm, peace and that, resisting arrest and kicking that and that. You can go for that, but
it says disorderly conduct,
Right.
domestic abuse. So that's the enhancer. The crime is disorderly conduct.
But she's also being charged with domestic abuse.
That's the enhancer.
How is that enhanced though? Because like I said, yeah,
how can you enhance on something that she never even did it? I don't get it.
there was an argument. Yeah, she was to her wits' end. You know, all she wanted was the dog gone. But I don't understand this domestic abuse. How can that be enhanced to a domestic abuse? Nobody put hands on it. It was his dog. And what gives the DA the right to change the statements?
So it's not that they changed the statements, it's just that they added it so it's more readable. Like where it says Officer Howard in my report, it'll say I. So it's not that they're changing the verbiage of the reports other than the names.
So I got another question.
Okay.
You felt in fear for your safety and the safeties of others?
So it was the safety of others was a big concern that I had. So it wasn't just
Well, in that case, if some mentally ill person have a gun, is that not a threat? I mean, you know, about this is kind of a more tricky. It becomes like, how can you say that somebody is dangerous and somebody is not? I mean, with their body language, you can go with that, yeah. But the entire thing, I don't see her even being any kind of her entire video that she is trying to that she's trying to fight or try to some kind of a beat somebody out. Her body language does not feel like that. She's just crashing out like that, you know. Crashing out is different, and try to threaten with her body language is different. I know how body language works more than anyone, and I don't see her like that. Maybe there is a her husband's side also. Yeah, we can go with that before the police arrive. Maybe she treated her husband like her body language like that. We can go with that also. Yeah, but she just going her home. So it's like, how is that is the threatening? Can you explain me? I'm not saying that she is innocent, but if you make a reasonable response that how going in a home is like that, literally, is threatening of your life, I don't understand that. You can detain that. See, you can detain and see not being cooperative. You can arrest somebody just because they are not being cooperative. I mean, you can ask question and detain somebody, but you cannot arrest someone just because they are not saying anything or they are leaving the area out, kind of a. Or you can, maybe you can, I think, if you are not following the police order. I think that, I mean, how much I understand on it.
Of mine, but it was also her elevated demeanor when we talk about the excessive.
I mean, like this: if you are detained, okay, for the question, you need to ask, you need to answer. You maybe you can be a silent as long as you can. Yeah, that is also your right, but you cannot leave from the scene. Yeah, then police can arrest you. That's what I think. But being a domestic violence on that situation I'm talking about when the police arrive, that is not going to be happen. Enhanced, I understand. Enhanced is come from how her ex-husband point of view that he said that he's trying to threaten her body language is about to hit or something like that. You can go with that, and that's why they enhance on that way. But you cannot say that she is a domestic abuser. Yeah, that also we can do that. Enhanced is more like uh, that we don't know that it is right or wrong, but if we find that she is about to do it, like like she was a dangerous for her husband and she is going to her ex boyfriend and she is going to hit or something, her body language is like that in that time. Yeah, and that's why we enhance on that and put that thing that she has maybe a domestic violence charge is also going to be happen and abuse also. But I'm domestic violence, I understand body language, but I'm abuse, I don't get that part because there is no reason I get it that she is doing some kind of animal abuse. Literally,
Emotional tension.
she's putting a dog into his car. Yeah, so how is that a animal abuse? For what reason? Literally, is she's trying to threaten a dog life in danger? I don't know. I need to see and realize. Maybe she can.
An exaggerated movement that changes how we're going to treat a situation. Does that make a little bit of sense?
I mean, we had the conversation. I think things could have been handled differently. And if you'd have known the whole both sides of how the different things was, it probably would have been handled differently. What do I need to do to get her an attorney?
So I can't give any legal advice, but there are a lot of options as far as attorneys.
So I need to go to the DA's office in the morning?
Yeah, I
Where's
would.
that at?
This right here is actually the front entrance. So you got to walk in these doors and then you go through metal detectors and then they'll get you pointed in the right direction. So if you go there and you ask for the DA assigned to this case, they'll be able to help you out a lot better. Is there anything that I might be able to do to help you out tonight?
What is y'all laws on like simple assault? What is y'all simple assault deal? Because if I go over there and I beat the shit out of some of them to try to say she was beating a fucking dog that she took care of forever, that never happened, or hit this dude that both parties said never hit.
He has made threats towards me already.
If I go over there and I smack the hell out.
Yeah, you saw that threaten. But in that case, everybody does that. What about the kids who bully other kids and say, I will do this and that? Is that a thing? No. Oh, kids are not, should be get punished. They should not go. Forget about that.
Out of them, I get arrested. I pay.
Immediate to the incurable amount of the premeditation and the camera. What? Premeditation. Amounts of premeditation. Insured means I got arrested. I pay.
already.
If I go over there and I smack the hell out of them, I get arrested, I pay my $450 and I walk out.
Depends on a couple of different things. It can be
Is he trying to threaten? No, he's trying to make an argument decision here. He's trying to understand the situations. Just because somebody makes a some kind of a argument, okay, argument, and it argument looks like a threatening, it does mean a threatening. It looks like he's just making a argument here. And some arguments are people have this kind of a mindset. Oh, if you say a bad, like harsh word in argument, you are threatening. Get a fucking grip of the reality, you idiots.
a misdemeanor or felony.
Oh, open hand.
Oh,
But it is also, you cannot just threaten anybody however you want. Just because you have freedom doesn't mean you can do whatever you want, you know?
I hate liars, bro.
Yeah.
I hate bullshit. I hate liars. I hate it. It's just, it ain't where I come from.
Sarah, I'll be honest with you. I can only go on what the information is that I have at the time.
Right.
The officer then turns his body cam off to speak with Tyrell, likely advising him against attacking the neighbors who called the police. The suspect, Jacqueline, was charged with disorderly conduct with a domestic abuse modifier and resisting obstructing. She took a plea deal, pleading guilty to the disorderly conduct charge with the domestic abuse modifier in exchange for the resisting obstructing charge to be dismissed.
Yeah, because yes, he is disorderly conduct is doing that. That we seek and need to accept it. She is doing it just because here's the thing. Okay, here's the actual thing is I will say in the end that they both are wrong. All the three are wrong. Her ex-husband, the girlfriend, and her boyfriend. Okay, they all are wrong. You cannot threaten anybody. It's like this. Just because you have freedom doesn't mean you can do whatever you want. You cannot threaten anybody like that. Yeah, you understand that. You cannot do that. That is not nice. Not nice. That is just stupid to do it. Second thing about her boyfriend. Let's go with that. About her ex-boyfriend. Her ex-boyfriend is running away from her responsibility. First, you take a responsibility, then you say, "Oh, I have this and that." You are making excuses and justifying your action and running away from your responsibility. Your life is saved does not mean you can force somebody else to take a responsibility of something entirely that is also is your responsibility. Do you understand that? He also is wrong here, and because of that, he is crashing out. He is the problem. Her ex-boyfriend is the reason why she is like that. Why she is crashing out, why see this happen, why this all happened, why she's in this situation. She's in this situation because of him. But it also does not mean it is entirely his fault. Half of his also fault why she in this situation, but it is also her fault also. Like 50% is also her fault. How? Just because you are getting in a rough time does not mean you can do whatever you want. Do you understand that? Like domestic abuse or something like that, or threatening someone like that, or body language or something like that, you can go against disorderly conduct and something like that. Just because your life is robbed doesn't mean you are allowed to do whatever you want and think this is justified to do. Literally, it does not gives you a right to do that. Literally, man, every action has a consequence, and you cannot think that you can get away with it. Literally, they three are wrong here. Understand that it's not just a one person is wrong. They all are wrong.
She was ordered to pay $450 in court costs and fines.
According to the National Library of Medicine, violence towards animals and violence towards people are often interconnected problems. While Jacqueline wasn't charged with animal abuse, she certainly was not in a position to be able to care for the dog Gertie. And with as frustrated as she...
Of course, she does not want a dog. She is not in a condition to take care of the dog. She is saying, and her ex-boyfriend is not taking responsibility, and she is not. Just think of it. She can let her dog go away in a while, but she didn't. Do you understand that? What does she mean? She didn't care about the dog, but she is getting rough time and she want somebody to take care of the dog. And it is not just her responsibility. When you have a kid with somebody, it is just a mother responsibility to take care of the entire kid. Tell me now. No, it is not. Yeah, it is also a father responsibility. So why the hell she is the only responsibility to take care of the dog entirely, that man? Okay, you cannot have a dog, but at least you can provide a money to take care of the dog. Yeah, but you also don't want to do that.
was with both her ex-boyfriend and Gertie.
So in that case, for the entire, you both take a Isn't that just mean that right now you cannot do that? It means even before, after 1 year ago, when you are in a relationship, you still are not able to take responsibility with her, your dog. She's the one who taking responsibility of entirely, and you both decided to take a dog, but she is the one who's providing everything. If you like this, just if this is just being irresponsible, or if this is not being irresponsible, then I don't know what it is. I'm not talking her. I'm talking her ex-boyfriend being irresponsible, literally.
It was likely only a matter of time before Gertie was put in a dangerous and unhealthy environment if she
No, she is not. Yes, she is crashing out. I can go with that. But why she is crashing out? You need to understand, because of her ex-boyfriend, she's crashing out because she's not. He's not taking responsibility of or her own part. Literally, man.
wasn't already, especially if Jacqueline is spending a lot of time with Tyrell, who clearly has his own way of quote-unquote solving problems. In fact, a short interview with her ex-boyfriend revealed that Tyrell may have treated Gertie poorly on at least one occasion.
Did Jacqueline ever hit Gertie? I've heard that.
Yeah, you can go with that. Maybe they are shitty person. I am not saying that they cannot be, but you cannot just say that her ex-boyfriend is also a nice person. He just run away from the responsibility. He irresponsible. He is unaccountable for his actions right now. Literally, he's run from own action. Do you understand that? And he's running away from his action. Dog is also his responsibility. And what he did, he ran away from that responsibility in every fucking way. You get that?
Wherever Gertie is now, she's likely in a safer place. But what can be learned from both Jacqueline and Tyrell's behavior?
And what about her ex-husband, ex-boyfriend? I'm husband saying, but beside that, her ex-boyfriend is also responsible of this. Ja- Jacqueline behave. How she become like this? She is an ace. Why she is an ace? Because of ex-husband, ex-boyfriend. Yeah, because he's not taking responsibility. We can go with that. I understand where he is coming from, but does not mean because your life in a set, the way you can go with that, just because your life in a set does not mean you can treat somebody else poorly, yeah, and do this and that. Literally, yeah, you can do whatever you want. Same goes with the other side also. Just because your life is set and you cannot have a dog and cat, okay, let's go with that. Your her ex-boyfriend, then your ex-boyfriend, then you doesn't mean that you should run away from your responsibility. You are the one who also decided to take a responsibility of the dog, so you need to take a responsibility, in a way or in a way. You cannot just run away from it.
Behavior is this. Problems don't always need to be solved with fists. Words and compromise are much more powerful tools than they think. Sometimes the loudest problem that police
Okay, I understand compromising is important, but how much she should compromise? I already see she is compromising more. And what he compromised? Okay, she is the one who's taking a dog in her home. Okay, he is doing everything. At least provide her money to take care of a dog. Not even that. And then you call that he cares for a dog. He's just running off from responsibility. Understand that. And she's crashing out because she does not want a dog anymore. She's done with it. She's in her limit and she doesn't want a dog because she's irritated with it. Literally. That is just how it is. You were like, oh, isn't that bad thing? You should love a dog. Shut the fuck up.
respond to isn't the real problem. It's just a symptom of a much deeper dysfunction.
And you blame entire thing in her girlfriend. This all three are the responsibility of this entire situation. It's not just her boyfriend and girlfriend problem. It is her also ex-boyfriend problem also. He's also responsible for this action. He's just getting away. Literally. You are seeing him as a nice person. I'm seeing him as a person who just get away from not taking responsibility. Literally. And people are going to be like, oh, see, oh, her girlfriend is such a bad person who hates dog. Shut the fuck up, literally. You just are going backward, that's all. You can notice. It's like you see title and you see video, you don't care about the video because you already see the title and now you already make a judgment. You don't care about changing your opinion. That's it. That's what you call information bias. Literally, first information bias. Then we are properly Okay. Dorota has been a part of too many adult arguments. You can tell the way she was answering everything. Yeah, I can say that. Well, that is a problem. Entire all three of them, okay, all the three of them, her ex-boyfriend, her mother, her current boyfriend, is a city person. One is running from the responsibility and try to justify his actions that he cannot take a responsibility. Fucking shithole. Second, he think that she can do whatever she wants because she is in a bad situation. One is thinking that he can do whatever he wants and not going to take a one thing that he is some kind of madman and think that he can do whatever he wants. What a city all three all are literally, and kids are getting fucked up here. Literally, the kid and a dog are getting fucked up here. Literally, those three are bad here. Literally, the kids and the dog is the one victim here. Dogs do tend to piss and sit inside when you neglect and to them outside. No, you idiot! My God, you just make a conclusion out of nowhere. Some dog doesn't understand. This what happens when you don't have a dog. You never raise a dog. You never know what she's talking about. You're an idiot. Literally, you don't even understand how dogs behave. Not every dog is smart. Do you understand like that, like a German Shepherd or a Golden Retriever? My God, what an retarded! That little girl was so smart. Okay, okay. It is how she conduct herself with the police. How do you think she acts behind the closed doors? That's not how it's work, you idiots. She's crashing out. You can't even. This is what I'm talking about. They're just blaming a girlfriend. Going backward, you are also going to do that. I know most of the people just want to do that because it is just easy, simple, and nobody wants to think complicatedly. Yeah, nobody wants to think. That is the thing. Nobody going to think because thinking means using energy, using time, and your brain doesn't want that. So, what is simple way? Make a judgment based on title. Make a judgment based on what is presented on you, what other people say. Just believe on that and go with that because your using your brain is not going to, is means using too much energy, and you don't want that. That is a thing. You people are just a shithole who just don't want to work in their life and just make a decision on that. Literally, on their decision on what they see, what they heard, and what they other people tell them. They cannot even make a decision by themselves. You see, you heard, and you can't even make a decision. I don't know what kind of a IQ you have, and then you are the one who's voting. I was like, yeah, this is what a democracy is. You have a right to vote. Voting system is a fucking pathetic and loser behavior that whoever comes with this, they are a fucking stupid people who even come with this kind of a radicalizing idea of voting. Stupid people voting for the fucking elections and the things, who does not even understand how world exists or work. What a nice way to grow the society. Society is going to collapse in 100 years or 1,000 years. It's going to collapse and everybody gonna die. I will write this down literally. I will write it out that this society is going to collapse. Yeah, and you're going to eat them. You are going to the one who's going to eat each other alive in the end. Yeah, literally, man. Because where this is going, and if nothing changes, okay, if nothing changes or something does not happen like revolutionarily, okay, this society is going to eat itself alive. You're going to hunt other people just to survive. Yeah, literally, you don't care about moral ethics. You are all are selfish. You don't going to do anything. It's the thing. We all are selfish. People don't want to accept. You want to do nice thing because you want to feel nice about yourself. Is that not a selfish? If that thing is not a selfish, then I don't know what a selfish is anymore. Because you are doing this for your own self, yeah, to feel better about yourself. You are running, you don't want to take a decision about hard decision because you're afraid. You don't want to feel guilty or bad. You don't want to feel that bad feeling. You are running away from that bad feeling. That's why you don't want to take a decision, do some bad things. Yeah, is that not selfishness? We are naturally selfish. You cannot run away from selfishness. We all do. We use other people because we are selfish. We make a relationship because we are selfish. We make a community because we are selfish, because we want to survive. That's it. But most people are like, oh, we are emotional, we don't understand it, we don't emotions are illogical, we don't going to you don't understand emotions. Oh, emotions are illogical. Understanding emotion is impossible. No, it is not. It is just a propaganda that is gone from too long, and people who talk like a city does not even know the science itself. Here's the thing: people who say yeah stupid things, uh, you understand one thing. Whenever somebody says okay, this and that without a reasoning or science or understanding, they never give you the reason. Understand that thing. It means they are just stupid. They don't understand anything. They don't have reason. They are just saying things. That's how you. That's how you literally caught somebody that person is being a that person is intelligent or that person is stupid. Yeah, a person who just comes to the conclusion without a reasoning, and the reasoning just that oh this and that, that's why this is this, without the proper reason. You get what I'm talking about. But most people are not going to understand those things because why? They think they are smart. Do you even understand what is smart means? It means understanding. Do you even take your time to understand the world, to understand science, to understand why this happened, why this even question exists? Huh? Do you understand why this all why our world is this, why economy sucks, why politicians are corrupt, or what is right, what is wrong, why there is right and wrong, what is it is the right? Do you even care to thought of that? Take your time of life and thought of that, because people think, oh, you don't need to know anything. No, of course you don't need to know anything, but you need to understand. If you want to change your life, doing a hard work doesn't going to change anything. You need to understand the world, how it's worked, and then, because the more you understand the system, the more you understand the game, and once you understand the rules properly, you know how to play this game and win the game, literally. But who gets the time to uh, understand the world, do they? Because whoever's try to learn the science are just stupid. Yeah, they are just